So for part 2 of our safety video, we're going to be going into labels on hazardous products. This is known as HHPS and WHMIS symbols. So you will need to know what HHPS stands for as well as what WHMIS stands for, and understand and recognize the symbols. Are there any of these in your home? So we've got some examples of standard cleaning products on the left-hand side, and then some standard kind of things you might find in your garage on the right-hand side of the screen. So paints, paint thinner, gasoline, that sort of stuff. So all of these things, if you were to look at the back of the container, have labels on them, and these are HHPS symbols. They also provide warnings and more details about why they're dangerous. So these are examples that you may see. So household hazardous product symbols, or HHPS. So many products used in our homes may be dangerous if used incorrectly. For this reason, household products are marked with symbols that allow us to recognize and interpret potential hazards. So each symbol has two components. Its shape will tell you how hazardous the product is. So for example, if you have an upside down triangle, this means caution, so that's the least dangerous. If you have a diamond, it's a warning, so notice we've added an additional side. And then if we have an octagon, so 8 sides, this indicates danger. So within each shape, are symbols that tell you what kind of hazard the product is. So we've got flammable, corrosive, toxic, which is represented by a skull and crossbone, and explosive. So these are all symbols that you would have experienced either in your home life looking at these products or in the lab previously. So be aware of these symbols. You should know and recognize them for your safety test. So identify the meaning of the following. So I'm going to pause here, just ignore the explosive because it's not explosive. Determine first what is the shape telling you, what is the symbol showing you. Check the next one. So we've got danger corrosive for this one. So we've got the octagon with the hand that's going into corrosive material, symbolized by the bones of the hand. For this one, we've got caution flammable, so the least dangerous, represented by the least number of sides, and the flame representing flammable. Then the first one that came up was warning toxic. So that's the kind of middle hazard. And then your last one here is just explosive. It should technically be caution explosive because of the shape. All right, next we are going to go into WHMIS symbols. So again, know these acronyms. The Workplace Hazardous Materials Information System, also known as WHMIS, has produced symbols for hazardous products found in the workplace. WHMIS symbols are similar to HHPS symbols, but are always in a circle. WHMIS symbols identify a wider range of hazards than HHPS symbols. So these are things that you would experience in a laboratory setting or, a facility that is better able to handle more serious chemicals. So here are our symbols for WHMIS. You are responsible for knowing all of these. So the first one is compressed gas, represented by a gas canister. We've got flammable. We've got oxidizer, so be aware with those two, they do look similar. The difference is an oxidizer has an O symbol in it. Poisonous, again, looks kind of similar. Toxic is symbolized by a T with kind of an exclamation point on it. Biohazard, corrosive, and then reactive is the last one. So take a moment, pause here if you need to. I will be posting an image so that you can refer to these, but be aware. It's also good to know that some WHMIS symbols were changed, I think in 2015, to all be included in a circle. So some older symbols may be in different shapes, but we will be focusing on the newer symbols. So WHMIS labels, it alerts the user to the hazards of the product. It states what procedures to take when handling the product, and it refers the user to a material safety data sheet, also known as MSDS, for more detailed information about the product. So the top image here is an example of what a WHMIS label would look like. We've got a border that captures your attention, the product name or what it is, so paint stripper, what's the hazard, this is flammable and toxic, risk phrases, flammable liquid may cause birth defects. Precautionary measures, keep away from a source of ignition, so avoid flames. Measures, avoid prolonged breathing of vapors and avoid contact with skin. First aid, if in contact with skin, wash repeatedly with soap and water. Reference to the MSDS, see material safety data sheet, and then the supplier is listed as well. WHMIS labels are attached to the containers of the controlled products and provide information that we just went through. So again, alerts the user to the hazards of the product, states what precautions to take when handling the product, refers the user to the material safety data sheet, also known as MSDS, for more detailed information. You can access chemical safety online through these two links below. What you're going to do now that you've watched these two-part videos is finish the safety notes if you haven't already. You are going to finish the worksheet on safety symbols to help you prepare for your quiz. And then you are going to study for your safety quiz, which will take place on your in-class day.